Hello? Am I live? Are things working? I am live. Awesome. Hello. Pooh. Well, hi guys. I'm back. Hello. I am back. After yesterday's fiasco, no, Wednesday's fiasco. Oh dear lord. Hi, I'm back. I'm able to stream on Twitch and YouTube. Unfortunately, my kick is forever suspended until further notice. From general support, I have to try again in 3 months to appeal this case and get my Kick account back. I am just not going to stream on Kick for right now. And I'm going to try and appeal again on Kick, through their email. I'm going to try in 3 months' time to appeal the case so I can get my Kick account back. And if I can't get my Kick account back, I'll just make a new one in 3 months. But right now, I don't even wanted to have anything to do with Kick. I want to do a special shout out to Twitch support and Kick support, oddly enough, for being very well. Special shout out to Twitch and Kick for having a support team to reach out to. Twitch didn't really have to do much. I was freaking out, and I even mentioned it, but I glossed over the details. But because the user, Be Patient, I Have Autism, hacked my Twitch and Kick, my Streamlabs, and my email, and my various other social medias and Discord, which, by the way, screw you. Hope something bad happens to you. My Twitch account was suspended for 1 day, which is good. It's good, but the violation will still be on my account until like June 11th. What else was there? Yeah, Kick, I just couldn't get it back. I emailed general support. They replied. They were like, we can't help you with a suspension right now. Just try again in 3 months. And then I reached out to the appeals team, and then they said, we can't help you with the suspension, but a previous team member sent you a very detailed email that you should reference back to. And I was like, I know. So does that mean I can try again in 3 months? And it was a vague answer, but it was yes. But I do appreciate the Kick support teams being very responsive to me. I appreciate that. Twitch, well, it's just been here. And hey, Britt and Mary, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And yeah, no, special shout out to Twitch for not forever suspending me. Thank you for that. I did already email support for both, and like I know there's technically a support case still ongoing on Twitch because I did submit a ticket for Twitch regarding the whole hacking thing, which I did a live stream of and a recorded video of, so that is a thing. But yeah, I'm back. Thank you to all my friends that supported me throughout this ordeal. I kid you not, I was almost on the verge of a mental breakdown because of what happened. Like, I was freaking out. I was like, how do I log out of all my devices? Oh, on Wednesday I was hacked live on stream. So you will literally see me like on stream just like talking and stuff. All of a sudden it cuts. And then Korn was being played on my Twitch and Kick. So there was a user on Kick by the username Be Patient, I Have Autism. Thanks to insider sources, I will say that much, I learned that they couldn't find this user on Kick. However, Twitch had sent me an email stating the location of where my Twitch account was logged into, as well as the IP address, which I have submitted to Twitch support. So, yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, Britt, I was hacked live on stream. So basically what happened, and it is also my fault, as well as the fault of the user Be Patient, I Have Autism. So basically, this user was saying, hey, I'll donate money to your friends GoFundMe if you play Tokyo Bulletstorm with me. It's on Game Jolt, and proceeds to post the link on Stream Chat. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was tricked into downloading a game which was actually a virus. And basically, the virus would, by running the application, it would open up inappropriate images. I'm saying like big black corn type of stuff. Like opened up my images, opened up my Microsoft Edge. It like canceled like connections from my Streamlabs to my Twitch and Kick. Amazingly, my YouTube was not affected whatsoever, which I am so grateful for. YouTube was not affected, but Twitch and Kick were. And it was just, I was so upset over it. So special shout out to my friends who called and supported me and told me, hey, because like my Discord got hacked, my Facebook got hacked, of course my Streamlabs got hacked, Twitch and Kick got hacked, my email got hacked. And I want to put this out there. It is crazy. No, Britt, it was insane. Like, this is very serious. This is horrendous stuff. I don't know what I did to deserve this type of treatment from the user Be Patient, I Have Autism. You can even check the video and live stream I covered this on. It was very bad. I was genuinely tricked into downloading a game that wasn't even a game. It was a virus that basically allowed them to take control of my computer. Well, not really, well, yeah, computer and my accounts. It was bad because, I didn't mention this, but while they had access to my email, they just wanted me to, like, suffer. They genuinely just wanted me to suffer. And here's why I can tell you, here's why I'm confident about that. When I went through my emails, there was one email that I did not send, but it was under my name, and it was emailed to the government, and it was a fake message stating, like, first of all, it was insulting the government, and two, it was saying, like, oh, I can cause irreparable harm, damage. I'm not going to go into specific. It was very horribly worded. Like, if you read it, you probably wouldn't like it. I favorited it in my Yahoo inbox as evidence that the user Be Patient, I Want Autism has taken control of my email. They basically tried to frame me as a terrorist, and by sending an email to the government saying that I was, through my account. Luckily, according to one of my friends that's in IT, I guess you could say, they had gotten the address wrong, because when they tried to send it to the government, their reply email was sent like, oh, sorry, it didn't go through. I'm like, thank God. But yeah, no, whoever this person was, I hope they suffer. I hope they get punished for what they did, because what they did was wrong and horrible. And they need to explain why I deserve that. Like, it was bad. It was horrendously bad. But yeah, that's a bit of an update. I just don't have Kick anymore. I have to try and appeal it in 3 months. I didn't call the police. I probably should have called the police. You know what? I probably should have called the police. Britt, I think you are actually right. I should have called the police. But in my defense, which it's honestly an excuse, not a reason, I was so focused on recovering my accounts that I didn't even think, oh, I should contact the police, because call the police, that's unfair. I'll probably do that. I'll probably report it later, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I just don't have the energy or motivation to dedicate to that. But no, Britt, you're right. I actually should genuinely do that. So yeah, it was horrible. Like, because that person managed to hack into like the stream and add like stream corn, like inappropriate corn. It was bad. It was horribly bad. I hated it. And I was powerless. I couldn't stop the stream because he had taken it over. Or they, I don't know what gender they are, and honestly I don't care. I don't know what they did, but they made it to where my Kick and Twitch just streamed corn, and I had no power in stopping it. I really didn't. When I managed to get back into Streamlabs, I just couldn't do anything. I literally just couldn't do anything. Because like there was nothing streaming from my Streamlabs. It's being streamed from another person's Streamlabs. So I will say that I did a good thing in doing like two-step verifications and stuff like that. I essentially had to go through all the accounts that were hacked and log out of them, change the passwords, and log back in. Because, fun fact, if you get hacked, the best way to stop it from causing even more damage than it could is to log out of that app from all of your devices, then change the password, and then log in. That's what you should do. Which I did. So I changed all the passwords on everything that was affected, especially my Facebook. Yeah, so it was a lot of horrible stuff. And I'm just so grateful to my friends, because they literally, when they saw those messages that were sent under my account that wasn't from me, they immediately knew that it wasn't me. And they called me and they messaged me, and I received overwhelming support Thursday. So yesterday, when I went to the card shop for my Thursday night tourneys, it was really nice. But yeah, whoever that person is, screw you. I hope something horribly bad happens to you, because what you did irreparable damage, not to me, not just to me, it's to other people that watch my content. And yeah, so that's a little bit of an update. So I'll probably do another announcement later that's recorded and posted on YouTube. But yeah, no, that's a thing that happened. I was hacked on stream Wednesday. This week has been one heck of a week. I'm genuinely serious. It's been one heck of a week. So to wrap it up, I was hacked Wednesday. Managed to fix it all except for Kick. But what can you do? What can you do? Except learn from it? Yeah. It's good to see me. Thanks, Britt. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it really does. It means a lot. I appreciate the support. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update before we get into the stream. And before I just ramble and rant, we're going to end that there. And then we're going to go to my Some News segment and then do everything else. And we'll play some Zenless Zone Zero and finish up Soldier Zero Anby's story. So, alright guys, let's get started. Hello friends and welcome to Some News. Today I will be covering the continuing resolution bill that was passed in the Senate today, I believe. It's pretty hot right now in terms of the political spectrum in the US right now. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, yep. So, according to NBC News, Senate passes GOP funding bill to avert a government shutdown. After a 54-46 vote, the measure now heads to Trump to sign into law hours before government funding was set to lapse. The Senate passed the 6-month funding bill Friday to avert a government shutdown hours ahead of the midnight deadline, sending it to President Donald Trump to sign into law. The vote was 54-46, with 2 Democrats joining, all but 1 Republican, in support of the measure. Earlier Friday, the bill cleared a key procedural hurdle with the help of 10 Democrats in a 62-38 vote. 60 votes were needed to defeat a Democratic filibuster. The votes came after a dramatic 48-hour period during which Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer broke with most House and Senate Democrats, announcing he would support moving forward on the bill one day after he declared it didn't have the votes. Schumer ultimately voted no on final passage of the legislation. The bill, which cleared the House on a party line vote earlier this week, will keep the government funded through September 30th, the end of the current fiscal year. Under pressure from his left flank and House Democrats to block the GOP funding measure, Schumer had kept his cards close to the vest about his shutdown strategy throughout the week, but on Thursday Schumer said he would vote to advance the bill, giving cover to other Democrats to do the same and significantly lowering the threat of a catastrophic shutdown amid broader economic uncertainty, which... that's fair. Defending his decision in a floor speech Friday, Schumer warned that a shutdown would be far worse than passing the GOP bill. He argued that the outcome would give Trump, his billionaire advisor Elon Musk, and the Department of Government Efficiency even more power to slash the federal workforce and government services. They could do that, Schumer said, by dictating who are essential and non-essential workers in a shutdown, which is what they've been illegally doing. Clearly, this is a Hobson's choice. The CR is a bad bill, but as bad as the CR is, I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option, Schumer said, and I would agree with him. A shutdown would allow Doge to shift into overdrive. It would give Donald Trump and Doge the keys to the city, state, and country, he continued. In addition to Schumer, 9 other Democrats voted to advance the bill. Senators Dick Durbin of Illinois, Catherine Cortez Masto of Nevada, John Fetterman of Pennsylvania, Kristen Gillibrand of New York, Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire, Gary Peters of Michigan, Brian Schatz of Hawaii, Jean Shaheen of New Hampshire, and Angus King of Maine independent who caucuses with Democrats. But just 2 of those Democratic caucus members, Shaheen and King, voted yes on the underlying funding bill. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul was the only Republican to oppose the bill on both the procedural and final votes. Cortez Masto echoed Schumer, saying a shutdown would place thousands of federal workers on unpaid furlough and hand Trump and Musk more power to gut federal agencies. A government shutdown would be devastating for the American people. It would force tens of thousands of Nevada military personnel, union members, law enforcement agents, and nurses to work without pay. Cortez Masto said in a statement, "The last government shutdown cost the American economy $11 billion, and thousands of hardworking Americans were harmed. I cannot vote for that." Schumer's move, however, infuriated House Democrats who were gathered 40 miles away in Leesburg, Virginia at their annual policy retreat. All but one House Democrat, Representative Jared Golden of Maine, had voted against Speaker Mike Johnson's 6-month bill on Tuesday. Ahead of Friday's procedural vote, a group of House Democratic women held a news conference and urged their Senate colleagues to hold the line against the GOP bill. The American people literally are shouting from the rooftops that this is a 5-alarm emergency and that we cannot hand the keys of the kingdom of this big, beautiful democracy that we love over to someone who has total disregard not only for the rule of law but for American lives, said Representative Melanie Stansbury of New Mexico, the top Democrat on the House DOJ subcommittee. Underscoring the schism among all-Hill Democrats, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and his leadership team returned to the Capitol on Friday and held a news conference imploring Senate Democrats to reject the GOP funding bill. They pushed Congress to instead pass a 30-day stopgap funding bill that would buy bipartisan negotiators more time to strike a year-long appropriations deal on funding the government. It's an unacceptable, unconscionable, and un-American spending bill. That's why House Democrats remain strongly opposed, said Jeffries, flanked by his top lieutenants, Representatives Catherine Clark and Pete Aguilar. House Democrats are here. We're ready to pass a 4-week spending bill that keeps the government open and will allow the House and Senate to negotiate an actual agreement that meets the needs of the American people, Jeffries added. The GOP legislation is not a typical stopgap measure, known as a continuing resolution or CR, that simply extends funding at current levels. The 99-page spending bill includes a slight increase in military spending and a $13 billion cut in domestic non-defense spending. It was crafted by GOP leaders who took input from the White House and excluded Democrats from the process. On top of that, Senator Patty Murray, and ranking a member of the Appropriations Committee, and other Democrats lamented that the bill is structured in a way that hands the Trump administration too much flexibility in how to spend certain pots of money. A memo from Murray said the GOP measure creates slush funds for the Trump administration to reshape spending priorities, eliminate long-standing programs, pick winners and losers. The bill would also force the District of Columbia to revert back to its fiscal year 2024 budget levels, cutting local spending by more than $1 billion, which could impact schools, police, and other services. But senators on Friday night unanimously passed a bill to restore that funding to Washington, D.C., and House leaders are evaluating the legislation. Speaking on the floor, Senate Majority Leader John Thune argued that lawmakers have been forced to pass yet another stopgap funding measure because Democrats who controlled the Senate majority in the last Congress did not complete the regular appropriations process last year. The Senate Appropriations Committee had passed and sent to the floor 11 out of the 12 appropriations bills that fund federal agencies in the legislative branch, Thune said, but Schumer never brought them to a vote. So today we're trying to finish up last year's work so that we can begin to do this year's work, Thune said Friday. To be clear, Republicans are thrilled about another CR, but it is our best option to make sure that last year's failure by Democrats doesn't interfere with this year's appropriations process. So, yeah, and that's one. So then we'll go to another one by NPR. Senate passes spending bill to avoid a government shutdown. The Senate has approved a short-term spending bill to keep the government open through the end of September. The measure was approved largely along party lines, but an earlier procedural vote exposed deep divisions among Democrats. While Republicans control the Senate, they do not hold the 60 seats necessary to break a filibuster. Ultimately, 10 Democrats voted with Republicans to advance the bill to avoid a shutdown. The bill includes a small increase in defense spending and about $13 billion in cuts to non-defense programs. The bill is in line with GOP promises to cut domestic spending. Democrats characterize the bill as a blank check to President Donald Trump because the bill makes no attempt to rein in the administration's ongoing efforts to cut spending previously approved by Congress. The vote highlights deep divisions within the Democratic Party over how to respond to President Trump in his second term. The decision by Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer to support the funding bill sparked an intense backlash from House Democrats who almost unanimously opposed it. I think there is a deep sense of outrage and betrayal, and this is not just progressive Democrats. This is across the board the entire party, New York Representative Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez told reporters Thursday night at a party retreat in Leesburg, Virginia. I think it is a huge slap in the face, she said. The Senate Democrats who oppose the bill, a stopgap measure known as a continuing resolution, or CR, argued that helping to pass it would give Trump and his advisor Elon Musk the leeway to continue slashing the federal government without oversight, but they also acknowledged that a shutdown would bring pain and disruption. New Mexico Senator Martin Heinrich said Thursday that Democrats were wrestling with that the least worst outcome would be. With what? The least worst outcome would be. This president has put us in a position where, in either direction, lots of people's constituents are gonna get hurt, and hurt badly, said Heinrich, who voted against advancing the bill. And I think when you confront a bully, you have to confront a bully. And I'm not gonna vote for this CR, but I fully respect people who've come to a different conclusion, because in either pathway, this is a president who is very comfortable with the pain that either direction will create. Hey, Leo, I am back. Thanks for your support and help, Leo. Schumer also said that Democrats were given a choice between two bad options, but he determined that keeping the government open would minimize the harms of the American people. As bad as passing the CR is, allowing Donald Trump to take even more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option, Schumer said on the Senate floor Thursday. Shutdown averted, but Democrats walk away divided. The backlash to Schumer's decision has turned to rumblings of frustration about his future. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries was asked directly about whether Democrats need a new leader in the Senate. He evaded. Oh, shoot. Next question, he said. Moving on, multiple Democratic senators refused to answer whether they had confidence in Schumer as leader of the party. When asked by reporters, freshman Senator Ruben Gallego remained silent. He literally told NPR that while the party was united, it would help us unify more if we had a post-mortem. Senator Chris Coons told reporters that there was a clear division in strategy between Jeffries and Schumer. I think Leader Jeffries does reflect some of the concerns I'm hearing from colleagues from the House who have also reached out to me, he said. Coons told reporters that he believes House and Senate Democrats can band together in opposition to Trump's agenda moving forward, especially as the GOP works to pass the reconciliation bill. There's plenty to unite us on the other side of today's vote, he said. He added. New Mexico Democratic Representative Teresa Leger Fernandez told NPR Friday that Schumer was thinking short term. What Democrats in the House took very seriously was that this wasn't about a government shutdown. This was about giving Musk and Trump the ability to shut down the programs they didn't like, she said. A shutdown is temporary. It forces them back to the table. Okay. So based on these two articles, what I understand is this continuing resolution just has the power to give Dump and Muck the power to continue illegally firing people and making more money for billionaires. That's all I got from those two things. Because, yeah, and on top of that, I totally understand why Chuck Schumer decided to vote for the bill. Because if there is a government shutdown, federal employees don't get paid. And mind you, this was moments before a government shutdown, so Schumer had to choose. And I understand Schumer's point about saying, hey, if we vote for the bill to continue, we avoid a government shutdown, and federal employees would still be getting paid amidst an economically chaotic environment because of Donald the Dump. So, there's that. And Elon Musk. So I understand where Schumer's coming from. I also understand where Jeffries is coming from, because if the Democrats had just refused to vote for it, then there would be a government shutdown. But to the point of what that representative said, there would have been like, oh, there's no spending to federal workers, and it could bring Dump and Muck back to the table, or like Republicans back to the table to negotiate further. However, to Schumer's point, there was a government shutdown, people wouldn't be paid, which could allow Dump and Muck to continue illegally firing people. So not only would federal workers be fired, they'd be fired without pay, essentially, and it sucks. That's to my understanding from just reading these two articles here by NBC and NPR. Now, let's backtrack a bit. What the freak is a continuing resolution? Thanks to Wikipedia, in the United States, a continuing resolution is a type of appropriations legislation which allocates money to specific federal government departments, agencies, and programs. The money provides funding for operations, personnel, equipment, and activities. Regular appropriations bills are passed annually, with the funding they provide covering one fiscal year, which for the federal government runs from October 1 to September 30th. When Congress and the President fail to agree on and pass one or more of the regular appropriations bills, a continuing resolution can be passed instead. Continuing resolution continues the pre-existing appropriations at the same levels as the previous fiscal year, or with minor modifications for a set amount of time. Continuing resolutions typically provide funding at a rate or formula based on the previous year's funding. The funding extends until a specific date or regular appropriations bills are passed, whichever comes first. There can be some changes to some of the accounts in a continuing resolution. The continuing resolution takes the form of a joint resolution and may provide bridging funding for existing federal programs at current reduced or expanded levels. So, what is that jargon? A continuing resolution is a bill that allows the government to pay federal workers. That's all it is. So there's this thing called an appropriations bill, and the long and the short of it is that it is a bill that says, hey, government, this is the amount of money that you can spend for the year. That's what the appropriations bill is. It's like, hey, government, this is the amount of money you can spend for the year. And every year, the House, Senate, President have to come up with a budget plan for the following year, right? And if they can't come to terms, and there isn't another appropriations bill to take over from the previous one, because appropriations bills only last for a year, then they do a continuing resolution. It's basically a bill that's like, oh, we didn't make the new bill, so we're just going to we'll just put in a stopgap measure. So if they don't have an appropriations bill planned when the previous appropriations bill ends, then to prevent federal workers from not being paid, they basically slap a band-aid and be like, okay, we're going to put a band-aid here until we can come up with a new appropriations bill. So yeah, a continuing resolution is a band-aid for the government spending if the president and the House can't come to terms with an appropriations bill. All right, so appropriations bill is a piece of paper that tells government this is how much money you can pay, and it lasts for a year. And if the president and the House can't come to terms with a new appropriations bill, because the life of an appropriations bill is 1 year, then they slap a band-aid on it, which is a continuing resolution, until they can come up with another appropriations bill. So, yeah, that's what a CR is. It's just, well, we didn't make one yet, so we'll just keep going until we make one. It's a whole thing. But that is what a continuing resolution is. That's the best way I can dumb it down. Now, what was in the continuing resolution that was passed today? Let's go into that. What's in the House's full year continuing resolution, which was posted on March 11th, 2025? I was like, well, so this was updated on yesterday, March 13th, 2025. This piece has been updated to include an estimate of the changes in mandatory programs, CHIPS, without outlay savings, which result in the net effect of the bill to increase deficits by $7 billion over a decade. All right. The House of Representatives will soon vote on the full year continuing appropriations and Extensions Act 2025, which would fund the government under a continuing resolution for the remainder of fiscal year 2025. Basically, they didn't make an appropriations bill, so they had to slap a band-aid on it. The Congressional Budget Office estimates that this bill would set overall base discretionary budget authority for fiscal year 2025 at $1.6 trillion, with $893 billion for defense and $708 billion for non-defense. Relative to a baseline using the original fiscal year 2025 caps on base discretionary spending under the Fiscal Responsibility Act, we estimate this bill would reduce discretionary spending by $54 billion through fiscal year 2034. However, because the bill continues recessions to Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, funding from fiscal year 2024 appropriations, which will result in revenue losses, and includes $15 billion of changes in mandatory programs without outlay savings, we estimate the net deficit impact of this bill is $8 billion of deficit reduction through fiscal year 2034. The bill also contains about $4 billion of costs from extending health policies, which are completely offset by extending the 2% sequester on Medicare spending by an additional 2 months. What's in the House's full year continuing resolution? The full CR is roughly equivalent to fiscal year 2024's funding, with a few anomalies, including the removal of all congressionally directed spending and other smaller shifts in funding between appropriations titles. The net result is a $10 billion increase in funding above fiscal year 2024 levels and roughly flat total funding between the previous two continuing resolutions and this one. Budget authority allocations by appropriations title. Oh, my eye! Ah! My left eye! Okay. Well, importantly, my left eye! This is what happens. You don't get enough sleep. Oh, my left eye. I don't know what it is with my left eye. Ah, my eye. It hurts. Okay. Importantly, the full year CR would put both defense and non-defense budget authority under the FRA's Section 101 caps for 2025 by about $2.7 billion each. As a result, we estimate the direct outlay savings would total roughly $5.4 billion over the next decade, relative to a baseline where Congress appropriates at the full level of the Section 101 FRA caps. We estimate that this bill will result in discretionary BA that is $61 billion lower than that baseline through 2034. This would result in $54 billion of outlay savings through 2034. All right, I appreciate you, Rit. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? The FRA included a second set of caps that are put in place if Congress does not agree to full-year appropriations by December 31st, 2024. Those caps do not become binding until April 30th, 2025, at which point a CR with appropriations above those caps would require a sequester to bring defense or non-defense spending in line with them. As a result, CBO's current baseline assumes Section 102 caps are binding for base discretionary spending, and appropriating above those caps would technically increase CBO's baseline projections. Lawmakers have reportedly agreed that the administration to consider a full-year CR as full-year appropriations, which would make the Section 101 caps binding. However, if that were not to be the case, the defense total would violate the Section 102 caps and thus require a sequester of $42.7 billion to bring it into compliance. Budget authority in fiscal year 2025 under the CR versus FRA. The full year CR would also extend $20.2 billion of IRS funding rescissions from the fiscal year 2024 appropriations. CBO estimates that the reduction in revenues attributable to the recession will total $66 billion over the fiscal year 2025 to 2034 period. After accounting for the decreased IRS spending, this amounts to a $46 billion deficit increase. Additionally, the bill contains $15 billion of phony chimps that would result in no outlay savings, which add to its costs. Combined with the savings from lower appropriations in 2025, we estimate a net cost of $7 billion through 2034. Okay. I just want to point out that I like how this continuing resolution calls out that the reduction in revenues is probably because of the recession. That's so funny. Because if you guys don't know, Dump is tanking the stock markets right now with his stupid decisions. Anyway, so yeah, this is what a continuing resolution looks like, and this is the information in it. What I'm understanding from it is that part right there, including the removal of all congressionally directed spending. So when I read this, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this stuff went over my head. As someone that just dabbles in politics, I just want to say, after reading this, all I'm seeing is that essential programs are going to have their funding cut. That's what I understand from this. That's what I understand from this. And that's probably biased because of the news I watch, but yeah, I just feel like this is just way over my head. I don't understand half the stuff that is. But I do see that they say that the reduction in revenues and recession, so the bill acknowledges we're entering a recession, and the next thing right here is that, what is it? In removal of all congressionally directed spending, which is weird because Congress has the power of the purse, not the president, by the way, and it's funny. So, yeah. That's what's in this continuing resolution. I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand this legal jargon. Just reading that, I'm like, I think, huh? Oh yeah, we're gonna get a deficit of like what, $8 billion? Cool, yeah, we're adding more to the deficit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So what did I understand for this? We're getting more money to the deficit. A lot of programs are going to have their funding cut. This bill acknowledges that we're entering a recession because of that last paragraph there. And yeah, this is not a good bill. So yeah, that's. You can call me out on that last part there, where I was just like, "Oh, this is a bad bill," because who knows? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I just admitted I don't know what I'm talking about. But because of the news I absorb, and because of what I just read before reading that what was inside the CR, I'm assuming that that CR is bad. Because again, in the CR, what I understood was reduction to revenue because of recession, removal of congressionally directed, congressionally appropriated funds or whatever, and what was the last thing? Adding money to the deficit. That's all I got from it, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that to the legal analysts. That's way above my pay grade. But yeah, no, that is what's going on. Based on my knowledge and based on what I read, you guys can back check me if you want. But apparently, I think this continuing resolution is balls because it now gives Dump and Muck the ability to slash even more federal workers from the federal government, making our government less efficient, and a lot of Americans just have less resources to help them get through the hard times that they're currently in. Yeah, and also thanks for posting the GoFundMe link, Rint. I really appreciate it. But anyway, that's going to be it for some news. Alright. I need to hurry and learn some Japanese. You know why? Because I'm going to Japan next 2 weeks from now.
Der Club.
Der Club?
Der Club.
But please, why? Why are you asking for it? Alright. I need to get things ready. Okay. Oh. Ah, that's a problem. I can't have that. There we go. Whew. No. Oh yeah, that's right. Apparently when you download that virus that I said earlier, it embeds a program into your computer, which by the way I need to check. I'm pretty sure I managed to purge it out. Yeah, I did. There was a virus, and if you open up Task Manager, you can see the virus, so I managed to find it in my PC and just purge it. Yeah, it works. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, that person did. Which I'm sorry about, Rit. Anyway, let's get started. Hello guys, I am back. I am learning Japanese. If you would like to, please support my friend Taylor's GoFundMe by donating to it. She's trying to protect her daughter from her ex-husband. If you'd like to learn more, just click on the GoFundMe link, or no, type it into your web browser, or go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GeForceFilipino. If you go to my Twitch channel, go to my About section, scroll through my panels until you find the one titled Taylor's GoFundMe. Click the image in the panel, redirects you to GoFundMe titled Help Keep Her Safe, Support Legal Fees. My friend Taylor is in a child custody battle with a man who's abusive and who was absent from her life for over 2 years. She wants to keep her little girl in a safe and stable environment she has been in is familiar in. However, Taylor has an attorney, but she has to continue paying that attorney, so the attorney can continue representing her in court. So if you can help out by donating, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you can't donate, please spread the word. If you can't spread the word, well, hey, thank you so much for listening. Special shout out to our anonymous donators, Teresa Sanchez, Anise Wynn, and Shan Soycer for donating to the cause. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. Alright, and with that being said, let's learn some Nihonganese. We have 10 minutes of listening. Only Johnny sins in this house. What the heck? Who's Johnny and why are they sinning?
パイはレンジの上にあります。
On the stove? I heard pie on the
お
stove.
母さんのパイはとても美味しいです。
Mom's pie is delicious. Oppai?
この男の人はピザを作っています。
Bro is making pizza? Alright.
この子供たちはピザを食べているので嬉しいです。
They're happy eating pizza, bro. I'd be that too. If it was 3-meat pizza, best pizza ever in my opinion. He's a
誰か
professional.
がケーキを半
Oh,
分
he
食べ
is?
ま
This
し
an
た。
actual person? What was it?
誰かがケーキを半分。
Oh, who ate half of my
先
cake?
生は紙を半分に切りました。
Cut the paper in half.
彼女はもう牛乳を3分の1飲みました。
I just want to say that I'm very proud of you for mixing in Tagalog and Japanese, because I understand what you said.
リンゴを4等分に切りました。
I'm actually very proud of you. Oh my gosh, I probably need to say that. I'm gonna go, when I go to Japan, be like, Sarapang
男
oppai na
の人はオ
senpai.
レンジを半分に切りました。
I'm really proud of you. You should clip that. Clip it. Sarapang oppai na senpai. So bad. You should clip it.
男の人はオレンジを
Oh, slice the orange in half. Gotcha.
男の子はパイを3等分に切りました。
Oh, by the way, how was
ウ
your
ェイトレスは
how
ラ
was
イ
your
ムを
midterm, by the way? I
4
forgot
等
to wish you
分
good
に
luck,
切
but
りまし
at the
た。
same time, I think you had your midterm right when I had that hacking crisis. Oh.
これは丸ごとのピザです。これは半分のピザです。これは3分の1のピザです。
Sambun? Oh, third, okay.
これは4分の1のピザです。
Got that Genshin Shinobu luck. I'm so glad that you referenced that, but I am sad that you used the reference because that midterm screwed you over. I'm sorry to see that. I'm really sorry to see that.
これは一切れのピザです。
Itokiri? Itokiri, you're cutting a piece? Oh, is it this one? Ah, yeah.
これは丸ごと
You
の
can
ピ
still make
ザで
plays?
す。
That's what we're talking about. Huh?
これは丸ごとのピザです。
Pizza? Okay, it's a full pizza, okay.
これは一切れのパイです。
Oh, it's a
こ
slice
れ
of
は丸ご
pie.
とのパイです。
Slice of pie, slice of pizza. Yeah, you alive, Rit. As like in Yu-Gi-Oh, as long as there is some life points left and some cards in the deck, it ain't over yet. The famous English dub Yu-Gi-Oh catchphrases. Marui?
ボ
Round.
ールは丸いです。
It's round.
このチーズは四角いです。
It's square.
この家は四角いです。
Square house.
このパンは四
That's what
角
we're
い
talking
です。
about. That's what we're talking
この
about, Rit.
果物は
It ain't over
丸
till
い
you're
で
done.
す。
I didn't hear what you said. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Yeah, okay.
この果物は
Oh, the fruit is round.
この時
course I'd
計
get that
は
wrong.
丸いです。
Yeah, I don't feel like redoing this. I could redo this part, but I decide not to.
この人の体重は65キロです。
Oh, 60.
この犬の体重は4キロです。
What'd you say?
この犬の体重
Oh, Inu. Okay.
お子さんの体重は3キロです。
Oh, your baby's 3
このスーツ
kilos.
ケースの重さは10キロです。
It's heavier by 10 kilos. Ooh, disgusting. Someone overpacked for their trip to Japan,
こ
am
の
I right?
ケーキともう一つのケーキは同じ値段です。
I heard keiki, so I'm choosing the picture with cake. What happened?
だはサンドイッチよりも安いです。
The salad is less than the sandwich, which is funny because usually the salads are more expensive than the pizzas in some places. Toriniku, chicken meat. That's what tori niku translates to directly. Tori is chicken, niku is
どの
meat.
くらい牛乳が
Tori
欲し
niku
い
is
ですか
chicken meat.
ピザが何切れ欲しいですか？
2切れください。
Futa. It's futakiri.
お父さ
That
ん
means
と
two.
同じくらい欲しいです。
That's like the umpteenth time you have messaged that, Rit. What is... Oh, wait, hold on. I forget that's your thing. I don't know why I was about to ask the question. I was like, why do you like that? I was like, wait, no. I've seen the art you've posted in the Discord. Of course, of course.
この男の人はソファーを測っています。
You are a very cultured
この
individual.
女の人は花を数えています。
Kazoete is counting.
この女の人はカウンターを測っています。
I read that and literally I
こ
was
の
like, huh? I
女
got
の
shocked.
子はリンゴを数えています。
I actually don't know those phrases. The
じゃ
third
が
and
いも
fourth
の
word,
重
I
さ
don't
はどの
understand.
くらいですか？
Wonder what that means.
テーブルの大きさはどのくらいですか？長さ1メートルで幅60センチメートルです。5キロです。
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that word? Oh, well, thanks for explaining that. And then, interesting.
私の身長は
Just say.
どのくらいですか？
Okay,
クジ
I'll
ラ
keep
の
that in mind.
長
Thanks
さ
for
は
explaining that because I
どの
completely
く
forgot
ら
how
い
to say
で
it in
すか？
Tagalog. I was like, huh?
約30メートルです。
Sanju, 30 meters. That's for the whale. Okay.
約1メートルですよ。
There's no way a child could be 30 meters unless they're a giant.
このワンピースは約90ドルです。
Huge,
リンゴは
around
オレンジ
$89.
と
Yeah.
約同じくらいの重さです。
I don't know.
この女の子はお兄さんと約同じくらいの身長です。
This one, I guessed.
このペンの長さは約
I
9
will
セ
not
ンチ
read.
で
No,
す。
I come from a very traditional Filipino family. If I were to tell that to my mom, that's equivalent to sending me to the gallows. I'm not doing that,
こ
Rit.
のテーブルは丸いです。こ
Oh,
れは
darn, yeah,
四
sorry,
角
Rit.
い
I
テ
ain't
ーブ
digging
ル
my
です。
grave that early.
これは四角いテーブルです。
Oshikakui. Okay, square table,
このお皿は丸いです。
round plate,
このチーズは丸いです。
round cheese.
これは四角いお皿です。このチーズは四角いです。
I don't like the knife they're using. That is a very weird serrated knife, and it looks like it's going to cut through that person's finger. 50 out of 52. Oh shoot, we're already done? Cool. That's wild. Well, that's it for learning Japanese. Thanks for tuning in with yours truly.
Where I'm staying, and so it took me some figuring out to figure it out.
Oh shoot, I didn't change the title. Hold up.
I was successful, and now let me show you. Jajan! We have donabe. We have a donabe.
Donabe. Donabe, give me that tone. I don't know.
I bought this donabe. I searched very particularly for it.
Really adding the YouTube cuts? You you know it, Rit. Would you expect anything less? Alright. Well, since it's already recording. Well, anyway, guys. Hi, I'm learning Tagalog. But before we get started, please consider supporting my friend Taylor's GoFundMe where she protects her daughter from her ex-husband. Want to help out by donating or learn more? Type this GoFundMe link into your web browser or go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GeForceFilipino. So, when you go to my Twitch channel, you need only go to my About section and then scroll through my panels. Scroll through my panels until you find the one titled Taylor's GoFundMe and click the image in the panel, and it should redirect you to the GoFundMe title to help keep her safe, support legal fees. My friend Taylor is currently in a custody battle with a man who's abusive and who was absent from her life for over 2 years, and she wants to keep her little girl in the safest stable environment she has been in and is familiar in. She has an attorney to represent her, but she needs to continue paying that attorney so the attorney can continue representing her in this case. So if you guys can donate, any and all donations are greatly accepted. If you can't donate, then spread the word. Can't spread the word? Well, hey, thank you so much for listening. Special shout out to our anonymous donators, Teresa Sanchez, and Win, and Shannon Sosa for donating to the cause. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. Now, we're going to move on to learning some Tagalog. Hip hip hoorah. Hip hip hoorah. So today for Tagalog, we have vocabulary for 5 minutes, thank goodness.
I'm also trying to get used to...
Far less editing is less editing. Well, I mean, that is true. Hello, YouTube. That is true.
Itim ba o
I feel
pula?
like that's a very
For some reason, I thought itim meant something so derogatory. That's my bad. Black or red?
Mansanas ba o orange?
Apple or orange?
Kaliwa ba o kanan?
Kaliwa is left, right? I've completely forgotten which is left and right. Right is kanan? Kanan, right?
And actually the last step was putting on the fresh
Item? Item!
So when
Nah, yeah.
that's what I was doing. You probably
It's itim.
anyway, but I was
Gusto mo ba
describing
ng
it to you,
tubig
but I
o
was
ng
like,
juice?
"Not the top
Oh, it's the cute chicken. It's the stock photo
Gusto
with
mo
the
ba
cute
ng
chicken in the green
libro
apron.
o ng dyaryo?
You want a book or a
Gusto mo
newspaper?
ba ng kape o ng tsaa?
Coffee or tea? This is one.
That's what matters.
Nah,
Gusto mo
eat
ba
him?
ng cake o ng
Yeah.
tsokolate?
Oh no, eat them, yeah.
No, what a shame. Well,
Cake or chocolate. Yeah, yeah.
this is pretty hot. The broth is also
You're pretty hot, Narissa. What?
Water. It's got
I
chicken
heard that she's like, oh, she said, this is pretty hot. I was like, no, you're pretty hot. Oh. Gusto po ba ninyo ng tsokolate o ng prutas? Want chocolate or fruits?
Gusto po ba ninyo ng
Bulaklak is
tsokolate o
flower.
ng prutas?
The pork cuts.
Did you say, oh, you want the fruits? Lame. I would have gone for, yeah, actually, you know, I
Gusto
would have gone
ko
for the
ng
fruits too.
prutas.
I might have to
I've been drinking too much soda. I need to cut back on it.
grab.
And that's including like Coke Zero.
It didn't call for soy sauce, but I feel like it might.
You know, I'm pretty sure I'm just drinking Coke as like a comfort
Gusto ba ninyo ng
like
tsaa
drink
o ng
because
kape?
so much stuff
Gusto
has
ko
happened to me
ng
over the past
kape.
couple of weeks. Huh.
Gusto po ba ninyo ng kape?
Enoki shrooms, I didn't
You want coffee? Do you want coffee?
Gusto po ba ninyo ng tubig?
Do you want la hydration?
Oo. Gusto ko ng tubig.
Please, I'm thirsty.
Oo, gusto ko ng kape.
Yes, I love caffeine. Essentially, that's what they're saying. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gusto mo ba ng ballpen?
Gusto mo bang maglaro ng tennis?
I really like how this chick...
Oo, salamat.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's this one. I really like how the
Hindi.
stock photo shows a girl
Gusto
trying to
kong
pick up a
maglaro
pen,
ng
but she
golf.
looks so entitled doing it.
I'm eating the parts
So
that
funny.
I'm not fond of
She's like,
and then taste it, so
she's like, oh, I'll take the pen.
Gusto po ba ninyong magbayad gamit ang cash o
Nothing
ang credit
much.
card?
Welcome to the stream beam. How are you
Hindi kita
doing?
naintindihan. Pwede mo bang ulitin?
Oh, by the way, I saw that you streamed earlier. Sorry for missing the stream.
she ain't gonna share? Of course.
Gusto po ba ninyong magbayad
How
gamit
was
ang
the
cash o ang
session though?
credit
Because I
card?
saw that you streamed Dance or Stardom at round 1.
So go on.
Gusto kong magbayad gamit ang
For
credit
both of us
card.
to eat. I made enough for both of us. Don't you see how big this pot is?
Wow, 18 out of 18. We just finished learning all of the languages.
So, itadakimasu.
Amazing stuff. Well, thank you for
Say it, Jailbird.
tuning in for me
Itadakimasu.
learning Tagalog.
Itadakimasu, however you want to say it. I can't say it well, but that's because my Japanese is no good.
Alright, before we continue with Zenless, I am going to rehydrate, gonna get some more water,
I told you what's in it, so you can tell me
And
what you're reaching for first, maybe.
I will come back.
As I told you, I'm reaching for and trying to finish the cabbage first, because I'm not particular for cabbage, but there's also green onion, chrysanthemum greens, pork, fresh green onion, the broth. It's pretty simple. I'll take tofu. Okay. Yeah, there's tofu in it. The picture has tofu, so let's just say
Alright,
there's tofu.
I'll be back.
You can say there's tofu, oyster mushrooms, burdock root. Mmm. Mmm. Yum, 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 yum. I just want some soup. You can have the soup too. Mmm. It'll be infused with all the different things we add in. And oh wait, I almost forgot. There's also not soybeans. What are they called? I don't remember. I have the little stringy beans in here though that I can't remember the name of because I just woke up. Bean sprout. Yeah, just bean sprout. Oh my god, you're so right. I'm so embarrassing. Narissa, bean sprouts? How do you forget the name for bean sprouts? It's been a long day. I just woke up, but it's been a long day. I don't think natto goes in hot pot, so I wouldn't add that in here. Don't worry. How did your work yesterday go? Wow, you're so sweet and considerate to ask me about my day, Jailbird. It was pretty fun. I went out. I had to be out pretty early, so I got ready in the morning. And then, yeah, I met up with Mane-chan, Kuma-chan, and then we went and it did a lot of work. I had a recording to do. I wasn't 100% satisfied with it, but I kind of knew that was going to happen, so no use crying over spilt milk. Everyone, though, seemed very impressed, so maybe it was just my own my own perspective. You know what I'm saying? They're probably fine. They were like, "Oh, sugoi! Oh, subarashii desu!" And I'm like, it's not good enough. Recording for what? Naisha. It's a secret. You'll see it when it comes out. That's all you need to know. And then after that, I had a meeting for a project I'm working on. We got to meet some of the management people and do all the yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I did my best. And then one of the people who's working on the project came in. The most beautiful woman. Is so beautiful. So beautiful. She was just like... She was just there. I was Ao. I did see Ao, actually. Ao-kun's always so funny. She's a bit of a silly person. But she's always so stylish. I want her to call me Koneko-chan. It would bring me great joy. Was it Sui-chan? No, I didn't see Sui-se. It was like someone who works like on the management side, but she was just the most beautiful woman. And I see a lot of beautiful women, so like don't get me wrong, there's so many beautiful women, but she was incredibly beautiful. Masakishi, thank you very much for the akasupa. I would share my delicious leftover birthday cake with all of you if I could. As of yesterday, I'm officially over the hill, 40. And when my wife offered to make a cake, I went with her suggestion, black velvet cake. It was so dark, like death, which comes for all of us. Bro, you're only like halfway through. You still got plenty of time. I hope you had a happy birthday, though. Congratulations on celebrating with your wife. Yeah, bro's acting like he's 90. Calm down, you're fine. You're fine. Look at me. Take me for instance, Jailbird. I'm 10,000 and I'm still kicking. Technically, yeah, we demons age differently, so my age isn't quite the same as like if a human was 10,000. That'd be crazy. If a human was 10,000, hello? You would be like, I don't know. Past 10,000 is in demand, exactly. I just realized I have no BGM, so you guys are literally just listening to me eat. I'm so sorry. Just some guy, thank you for the akasupa. Okaeri nasai, Nerisa-chan. Gohan ni suru? Ofuro ni suru? Soretomo watashi? Caesar made dinner for us. Eh? Yeah, sorry, I already made dinner. So you can't offer. We hear BGM? Okay, good. Okay, I see it. I see it now. I couldn't find it. Let me try to like adjust myself a little bit so I'm not like moving so much. Is this better? Can you guys still hear me okay? I need to tell you, I went on a freaking adventure to find this jonabe, okay? So I decided, you know, I really like hot pot. So I'd like to make hot pot at home. I'm going to be living in Japan, which means I'm going to, or for a bit, obviously. But so I'm going to have access to all of the groceries that would be really easy to make hot pot with, right? I could have gone to Amazon, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to do that. It's too difficult for me. I wasn't going to do that. So I said, you know, I'm in Japan, so why don't I go and find like an artisan store or something? Find donabe and buy it. So I do some research, and by research I mean I go to Reddit. You know? I go to Reddit and then I die because they recommend a kitchen street. I don't remember, but it was like Kappabashi or something. They were everywhere. There was literally just like cooking store stuff everywhere. Narissa's a Redditor? No, but every time I look something up, if I want a good answer, I always go to Reddit. Because I feel like Google isn't as good as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? There's not really a lot of good forums where you can easily access opinions from other people these days, in my opinion. But Reddit is still very much, I can like look something up, and usually the first result is a Reddit thread where I can read a ton of other people's like opinions. So anyway, so I went to this Kappabashi place. I'm only telling you guys because I won't go back there. It was fun though. It had kappa everywhere. And there were so many kitchen stores. Anything you need for the kitchen, you could buy there. You could buy it there. It was crazy. So they had all types of pots and pans. They even had like, because I think they're technically like for restaurant owners. So they have like all the things you'd need for a restaurant. And when I say all the things, I mean all the things. So they even have like the outdoor decor. You know those like little like fish that blow in the wind? Like they're like little like flags, but they're like circle flags, and they like blow. They get like filled up with air, and they blow up, and they look like a fish. You know what I'm talking about? You know? No, I don't. Oh. Some of you do. Some of you don't, and that's okay. Well, they even had those there, so it was pretty exciting. They also apparently have fake food, but admittedly, once I found what I was looking for, I just kind of left. But God, I went to so many stores because I was like, oh, I want to find a really pretty handmade donabe. The only donabe I could find were all the same, like the same three donabe. And I didn't like the design. So anyway, as I was saying, I didn't like the design. So I kept looking because I was like, there's got to be one somewhere. I found this really cute store, all handmade stuff, and it was like advertised like, oh, from all around Japan. But it was a pretty small store. Of course, they didn't have donabe. So I was losing it. I was like, please, this is the only reason I came here was to find donabe. I know you have everything but donabe. So, anyway, then I did find one. I think I found two unique ones. I don't think they were handmade either, but I just found like two designs I kind of like. One of them came in varying sizes, and one of them only came in one really large size. But I was looking for like a small personal hot pot, right? Because I just need something that like I can put on the stove, like fill up and just like make a single serve to 2-person serving at once, you know? You know, just so I'm not eating out every single day. Because that was, I think I mentioned this already, but I made the big mistake last time I was here of going out every single day or ordering food every single day, and I didn't want to do that this time. So this time I want to cook. So this is my first time cooking in Japan today. For you guys, of course. Yeah, good for you. I have control so I can make sure there's no fish in it. Oh, did I tell you guys? You know how I got so angry last time? I'm probably gonna tell you this like I haven't told you like 5 more times. But I brought Kraft mac and cheese. So that when I really crave American food, I can make Kraft mac and cheese. Also, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with fish.
Hello,
okay?
I'm
I
back.
just don't like fish.
Let's just say something bad happened.
I want them to taste like vegetables.
I feel pretty bad, but not too bad. Let's just say something bad happened. Anyway, you feel a little bad because you had to camp in the middle of the section still bad. Shoot.
I feel like in Japan.
Oh, at least the group helped you out. That's really good. I'm sorry you got a cramp in the middle of your session.
And anchovies. So it just tastes like the pure concentrated flavor of the ocean.
But yeah, no. Wait, where's my... I left my water outside. I'll be right back.
Why does my meat taste like the ocean? Why do my vegetables taste like the ocean? Stop! Yeah, dashi's in everything, so everything ends up tasting like fish. Technically, this hot pot called for white dashi, but I didn't buy it because I couldn't find it. And I looked. Did you like eating crab? Yes, I love eating crab. I like crab, lobster, and otoro. For those of you who don't know what otoro is, it is the very, very fatty part of the tuna. Generally, it's an expensive cost. The price is very takai desu. Otoro wa. But I like it, so if I'm eating sushi, I'll pay for it if they have it. I'm saving some of the meat for last, but maybe I don't need to do that. Armaros, thank you for the supa. Thanks for Fess. It was wonderful. Heard that you're going to stay in Japan for a while. Are you enjoying Japan?
I am back. I have my water, but yeah, something bad happened that I will not talk about. I just want to say that something bad happened earlier in between that break where I went to get water. Just something bad happened, and I have a smile on my face, and I'm like,
I'll do my best.
whatever.
I'm enjoying Japan so far.
It's something bad that I am used
I
to.
feel like last time, and this is nobody's fault, right?
Yeah.
How do you prepare someone to live in Japan?
I'm gonna open up a bit. I'm usually, yeah, no, Beam, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I think, Beam, you heard me talk about it before, but I am constantly in a negative environment. I'm always in a negative mindset. I'm always in a negative environment. Like, I just have to learn how to deal with it. And this smile is just proof of it. Yeah, Beam, you remember, yeah. So, I've had to deal with a lot of bad stuff in my life, and right now it's a different type of bad thing that's happening, and I just have to learn how to deal with it. It's not easy, and every time I think I am used to it, the universe has a way of proving me wrong. Things can get worse, and unfortunately, I've put myself between a rock and a hard place, so I don't know what to say, except life's not always fair. Well, enough about me being narcissistic and talking about my problems. Let's play some Zone Zero. You know, open up the program. Gonna play for a little bit. I'll call it a night.
Height-wise, fit Bijou really, really well. Might even be a bit long. Sometimes. So, in that regard, my point is, the clothes are made for short people. I am not short. I am an adult, tall woman with a big ass and big tits.
Yeah, we're gonna play some. We're gonna finish up Anby's S rank.
You know what I'm saying?
All I can hope is that the party that was just making me feel bad just now, I hope that they become enlightened and they learn to consider people's opinions without being easily offended. You duo on your lingo? Can you be the duo to my lingo? I just remember some of the pickup lines you said. That was funny. Oh my gosh. I think Twitch is... We'll be out to avoid... Roger that, Rit. Thanks for having my back. Alright, let's get this started. Excuse me. Hello everyone, playing Zone Zero. Before we get started, please consider supporting my friend Taylor's GoFundMe, where she's protecting her daughter from her ex-husband. Now, if you want to learn more, or just help out by donating, just type this GoFundMe link into your web browser, go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GeForceFilipino. When you go to my Twitch channel, please go to my About section, and then scroll through my panels until you find the one titled Taylor's GoFundMe. Click the image in the panel, and it should redirect you to it, which is titled Help Keep Her Safe, Support Legal Fees. My friend Taylor is currently in a custody battle with a man who's abusive, who was absent from her life for over 2 years. She wants to keep a little girl in the safe and stable environment that she has been in and is familiar in. She has an attorney to represent her, but she needs to continue to pay that attorney so the attorney can continue to represent her in this case. So if you guys could donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you can't donate, spread the word. If you can't spread the word, well, hey, thank you so much for listening. Special shout out to our anonymous donators, Teresa Sanchez and Eastwind and Shay and Soysa for joining to the cause. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's play some Zenless Zone Zero! Yeah! Whoa! Okay, let's see if my live scene goes. Yes, it works. Thank goodness it works. Okay. Please? Oh, for sure, B. For sure. I'm glad to have friends like you guys. Appreciate it, everybody. Okay. Anyway. Let's go... Oh, yeah. Wait, no. You. What? Oh, is it just saying there's new fish in the aquarium? Yeah. Okay. Oh, before... Okay. You know what? I have planned... Because Shiyu Defense, the new Shiyu Defense is out. Ooh, nice EOS emotes beam. Where'd you get that from? Or do you have, like, Twitch Prime or something like that? I don't know. Well, that's the limited time event. I need to go to Random Play. Go to the video archive. And then continue from there. Because I know we didn't finish the last one. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Okay, there it is. Echoes of Silver. I know this is going to be the last chapter. I didn't see Soldier 11 or Trigger in the store. Do you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were headed, they probably out on a date together, right? A date. Why didn't they take me along with them? Why should they have to bring you along? Based on my experience, the optimal number of people for a date is no more than 2. Trigger wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier 11. If I'm not present, how can she prove it to me? Maybe she just wants to go on a normal date and cheer Soldier 11 up. Not to mention, Soldier 11 really is one tough cookie. Didn't she get seriously injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Being able to use all their energy to prioritize stabilizing vital signs, retaining maximum combat effectiveness, that is the most basic requirement of a qualified Silver Company soldier. Anby. Oh, no, it's just here on Twitch? No, I mean, like, did you have to get a subscription for it? Like, you know, split Twitch Prime or something? What? You do know that someday you'll have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want to involve us or not, Bill and I are a part of this, and we have the right to know. Can I refuse? I know that once I tell you the whole truth, you two definitely won't leave me alone. Just like a blockbuster movie, no matter how complete the original story is, they'll always find a way to make a terrible sequel. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now that's a hard metaphor to follow, but there are some really good sequels out there too. Yeah, and sometimes the second film is terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. We won't force you, we just hope you know that you're never alone. Wise is right. Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Anby, and you were even more naive back then than you are now. But even then, I already had a feeling that we would become partners with a bond of trust, and share moments that could never be replaced together. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at the Cutting Hairs, you two. Whoa, is your runaway saga finally over? I have something I want to say to them, before it all ends. Belle? Boom! Called it, Wise. Told you Anby would contact the Cutting Hairs today. Come on, time to cough up my 5,000 Denny's. You actually got it right, Belle. And there I was, thinking it was premature to just go ahead and contact Nicole and the others like that. So you two already contacted everyone at the Cutting Hairs before I asked? Nope, that was all Belle. Nicole, Billy, and Nekomata should have arrived at 6th Street by now. Belle and I still have to open up the shop. Do you mind if we don't go looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much. Really. I'm truly grateful. No? Oh, so just regular Twitch. Gotcha. Oh, so Faithin? Imagine then we got their movie about the Freddy Fazbear that and plus we got the sounds and then we got the explosions. That'd be wild.
Nicole? Well, look who decided to come back.
Oh yeah, Anby ran away.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me?
The 3 movie.
I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
Hug her.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that good enough for you?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business?
Wait, hold on, what?
Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cutting hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Yeah, they did. I know about that.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did.
Oh, Nicole just said that to just
have run
get
off
revenge
on
on
my own.
Anby, but she truly cares about Anby. What a sweet girl.
Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier.
What the
I'll
fuck?
contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
Oh, Billy. Good girl? Yeah, good girl. Anby, it's so good to finally see you. I was this close to mentally preparing myself to lose you. This close. I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. I'm truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. Well, I'll do my best. How have you all been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known that you've been crashing with the proxies this whole time. She just thought that busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose, so when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed, deep down, she was probably really relieved. As for Nekomata, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. Nekomata was worried about me? You may not have been able to see it, but our little Nekomata has been quite restless indeed. Even though we knew the proxies were taking care of you, we also knew you seemed to be mixed up in something heavy, and she understands better than almost anyone just how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nekomata was muttering to herself, if only I had paid more attention to her. She cares about me? Yeah, she even has a gift for you. She said that she wants to give it to you when she sees you again. She has a gift? For me? You look pretty shocked. To be honest, so am I. Really, I can't help but marvel at how amazing the friendships between girls can be. Maybe I should watch a few more flicks about girl bands, or something like that. You got a full combo? Dude, Beam, congrats! Oh, right. When you see Nekomata, make sure you don't tell her I said any of that. Otherwise, she'll definitely scratch up my paint job with her claws. Just like a ball of steel wool on a non-stick pan. Anby, promise me. Please, say that you promise me. Oh, she's staring away. Oh. Why does Billy not have a special event? What the fudge?
There.
Anby! It's you!
It's been a while. I bet it must have been nice not having me around for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty nice to not have to compete for space to lay in Nicole's lap for a change.
Humans have 2 legs, so 2 people can lay on their lap. At least, that's what I heard in a movie once.
That's our boring burger girl. You always sound cool when you're quoting movie lines. Alright, to help make you more interesting, Nekomata has a special gift for you. Here you go.
Oh, that's really sweet. A doll meticulously crafted by Nekomata, looking somewhat similar to Anby. Why is it top-heavy? To simulate how someone often dives head first into the hollow, meow. Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself? This is too much, Nekomata. I can't accept this.
No, you should.
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole, but it turned out super ugly. With a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole. So I altered it a bit and wow, it somehow looked just like our Anby.
Oh, you haven't seen a Dance Dance Revolution tourney for the Big Deal 5? You've seen it in Ohio, though? What do you mean?
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time. And don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Wait, you didn't stash some sort of contraband inside it, did you? Are you trying to get PubSec to arrest me?
Talking about freestyle? What?
Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on the
So you've never seen a Dance Dance Revolution tourney for the Big Deal 5, but you saw it in Ohio, meaning that you've seen a Dance Dance Revolution tourney. And then you're talking about freestyle. There's a freestyle Dance Dance Revolution tourney? What do you mean? Like, how they just hit the pads?
All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles?
Oh, Lady Nekomata appreciates your rare treat. But not now.
Not now? But the noodle shop is close by.
Once things settle and you're safe, you can treat me to those mackerel noodles.
The doll somehow feels heavier in Anby's hands. Anby lowers her head as Nekomata grins. Anby, I just received some information. The person you're looking for is at Lumina Square. There was another woman beside her, and the two were walking toward the riverside. I see. Nicole. Thank you. Quick, tell me I'm the best. Nicole, you're the best. Good girl. Go have fun and remember to come home afterward. Alright, I'm going to Lumina Square. Oh, it's really good to see that the Cunning Hares look out for each other. This is why I love the Cunning Hares. It's like one of my favorite factions. Even though it's the starting faction you start out as. I do appreciate that, like, the Cunning Hares are a decent, like, group of A-rank agents, with the exception of Nekomata, of course.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Anby. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before, but I can't quite remember.
Yes, there is a tourney, and it's hosted by Freestyle Takeover. There's a tourney here. So you've seen a Dance Dance Revolution tourney for the Big Deal 5 here, right? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Beam. Your verbiage is kind of confusing me. No. Okay. So, there is no Dance Dance Revolution tourney for the Big Deal 5 here. But there is one in Ohio that you saw. And it's a freestyle Dance Dance Revolution tourney for the Big Deal 5, right?
I'm...
Okay, yes. Alright, thank you.
Does that name ring a bell?
No. I don't recall anyone named Anby. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing, fiery red color. It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected. Surprisingly soft. We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then, we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it.
By the way, if you guys didn't know, I learned from like a YouTube short that the voices of Lycon and Soldier 11 right now have been replaced. So the original voice actors for Lycon and Soldier 11 have been replaced. So we're actually listening to the new one, which is why I was wondering why Lycon sounded a bit different.
During the
It's like
movie,
what if Anime Frontier hosted a freestyle tourney for Dance Dance Revolution?
Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so
All I
managed
remember-
to subdue the thief and turn them over to public security.
All I understood from that beam is that if it was a DDR freestyle tourney, I just imagine people just playing the game, but every time they hit a button, they do something different instead of holding on to the bars. That's what I understand as freestyle. Weird. Maybe that's how it is, I don't know.
Public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
You sure know how to
Yeah, this
play
is
a game,
different. This is
Trigger.
different voice actors than the original one.
The video store manager taught me all this. I'm just a good student. Anyway, I think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes. I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for ya. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate. So I promise to look after her. You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled, if you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this
Never mind,
for
you'll
me
give me
while
a
I'm
video?
away.
Alright, because I'm gonna need to see it to understand it. I'm sorry, Beam.
What's this? A doll? It looks a little familiar.
And she already broke her promise with Nekomata.
Cute.
Soldier 11 looks confused, but still takes the doll and hugs it tightly. So tight that it almost bursts.
Please, keep it safe until I come back. Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
Yeah, because Anby and Trigger are barely wearing any clothing at all, technically. It's time to head back now. Be sure not to catch a cold. Yeah, let's head back to 6th Street. Yeah, we're finally back, Anby. Looks like you all had a great time. Have you had dinner yet? If not, I'll still have some leftover carrot chips here. You can have as many as you want. I already ate. I had 2 hamburgers. Really? Won't eating 2 burgers before bed make you gain weight? No, I'll burn it all off overnight. If you want to drag someone to join you for a night run, take Wise. He'll be totally psyched for it. Anby, you're back. Trigger and Soldier 11 are getting ready to call it a night. If there's nothing else you need to do, you should probably turn it in early today too. Okay, thank you, Wise. Thank you and Belle for all you've done, for the cutting hairs, and me. I actually have a place I can stay other than the cutting hairs. This is a miracle that the Anby of the past would never have dared to imagine. Anby, what prompted you to say all this? Did you watch some kind of weird movie today? I just suddenly felt like saying it. Sounds fishy to me. Not at all. Good night, Wise.
I remember you from earlier today. Ambitizinia.
It's Anby. Just Anby.
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet. It's frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
I can help with that.
You can help?
I can tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
Harin. Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher-ups were aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name. It sounds too weak for me.
Yes, you've said the same thing before.
So what exactly is the Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's a lot I don't understand. If it's connected to my past, then please tell me everything.
Sure, I'll explain it all. Just allow me to do one thing.
Huh. One thing? What's that?
Allow me to apologize to you.
Anby recounts everything about Silver Squad from its creation to its downfall.
There were many things I didn't understand then, and still don't understand even now.
Even though Trigger said don't apologize to her, Anby apologized to her.
Pawns in a power struggle within the army, and in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And that was you, Anna? As you said, you were considered the top performer.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected. They devised an operation, a suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
Did you survive the mission?
Take a guess. I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble. The memories are all a little foggy, even to this day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive Bangbu into the enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
But Bangbu aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans. So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
What do you think?
It appears you didn't. But if it were me...
Would you have followed their orders?
No. I would have executed the officers who issued that suicide mission. So what did you do?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them. So disappearing seemed like the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone, they wouldn't harm you, because you were their only asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself. So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as humans. According to a movie Wise loaned me from the store,
wow,
this is referred to as
she cited a
an ethical
movie.
dilemma. Life shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
Oh, by the way, Bean, thanks for sending me that video. I just glanced through it. That's actually pretty cool. Freestyle DDR is really cool. It takes a lot of skill.
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough, and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only try my best. I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my death. So, just forget this conversation, and have a good night's sleep.
No, Anby. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't!
It's almost midnight.
Anby.
Anby closes her eyes, and her forehead touches Soldier 11's. Soldier 11's fingers tighten their grip on Anby, digging into her skin. Suddenly, Soldier 11's group loosens. Her expression turns blank.
What is this place? What am I doing here? Who am I?
Your name is Soldier 11. Good night.
Oh.
Sorry. I must have been talking too loud just now and woke you up.
Anby, what are you planning to do?
What do you mean? Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business? There's actually something I need to take care of. No need to worry about me. I'll be fine.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you before? We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with this time.
Plus, Anby, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might not be able to handle it yourself, right? Even if that were the case, it's still my responsibility, and mine alone. At least, that's what I planned on saying.
Oh?
But the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home, their pet cat, their daughter, or their lover. I don't want to lose anything, or anyone important to me, Proxy. So, please, help me. Take me back in that hollow, and help me smash up that weird lab, so I can get some closure with my former family. Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it onto the Cunning Hair's tab. I'll be back to settle the bill once this is all over. But right now, I've got someplace to be. Don't go running off into any hollows alone, you hear? I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first one, Proxy. The first to witness my resolve.
Anby, are you about to head out? Yep. Oh. In the Cunning Hair's temporary base.
Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain. I thought I'd never see you again.
Anby, you look like a character straight out of a movie right now.
There's a cargo truck right there. What the cluck?
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform. A cool character or a cute one?
That's a tough question.
Oh, I didn't mean to remove Huo. Oh, I'm doing my Honkai Star Rail dailies. Hold up. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. I mean, I saw the program or whatever. Oh, wrong one. What? Oh, okay. I didn't see you. I didn't see the markers.
You look so intimidating like this. The new you is so reliable, Anby.
As was she was also reliable before Proxy. You're heading out? Alright. Hey, Bean, thank you so much for joining the stream. Have a wonderful night, okay?
Bean's tough. Be careful.
Orders received.
You don't need to be too formal.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Bean. Wait.
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you, Proxy.
Hey, what about that missing cargo truck, though? There was a missing cargo truck.
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was, thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy, Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of engaging in combat operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
Whoa.
This is so weird. These Ambys... No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy, what have you done?
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
Suddenly, there in the frigid lab, catch a glimpse of something emerging from the recesses of your memory.
No, that's impossible. You're harvesting and selling their organs. You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them like animals?
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all. You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters. And we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain as me?
Oh, simple, because you've been through worse.
It's a real shame, you know? Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology, which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. Anby. Captain Anby. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together. You are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers, so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again. Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander. Me? I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the Hollow.
I know. I feel the same way about myself. Disgusted. Get out of here!
A vial of medicine appears in Togi's hand, and she injects half of the liquid into her arm. Girlie suddenly snatches the needle away and injects the remaining liquid into her own arm.
What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone.
I want to protect you. Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me be born. I will never let you be lonely.
A strange scene transpires. The helpless replicas are torn apart and absorbed by two massive monstrous shadows. Moments later, a familiar figure appears before these terrifying enemies. Oh, that's not fun.
You. Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat. Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II.
Aww.
The current you feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this.
Yo.
Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy.
That's my line.
What you deserve. Don't push yourself, understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Man, I've just been targeting one.
Stay safe. Resolve. I shouldn't miss this feeling. Now you can.
At least, you shouldn't miss it too often.
That felt good. Fall back. It's time. Off balance. The final blow.
I won't let you have it.
Oh, wow. Wow, her voice is completely different. Shoot. They really did replace the old voice names with the new voice actress's lines.
Target acquired.
Did I fail the combat test again? I told you I'm not good at fighting. But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay. Right?
You. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Anby. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward. I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died.
Wow, Nekomata knew.
I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can.
Sure thing. As for what comes next, you gotta do that alone, right, Anby?
Oh, whoops. Playback, what? Anby walks toward the laboratory building. There's a deathly silence here, as though everything that had happened was just a nightmare.
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
Anby? What's on your mind?
Proxy, you're still here?
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Obo Squad can take over from here now that everything's done. She'll be okay.
Really? That's great.
What a dilemma. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech, or not?
Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
The fact that you're even saying this means you're reconsidering it, right? Good and evil lie in the hand that wields the sword, not the sword itself. I think I heard that in a movie once. For better or worse, Silver Company technology has the power to change our world entirely. I can't help but think of the possibilities it holds for our future.
But even so, you're right. It's just... I don't know how to make a decision that I won't regret.
Well, time for this proxy to clock out for the day. I'll be waiting for you at the video store. Stop by soon, Anby.
The proxy ends the comms. The deathly silence returns.
I've made up my mind.
Well, everyone's here. Anby, welcome back. The Cutting Hairs are here to pick you up, and Trigger hasn't left yet either. I think they all want to talk to you, and make sure that you're safe and sound. You want to chat with them first? Okay, talk sounds nice. Wise and I will be waiting for you right here. Those clothes sure bring back memories, Anby. I was wearing this when you found me. I didn't even realize how much time has gone by. Impressive you can still fit into your old clothes. I definitely can't wear any of my wardrobe from back then. Yeah, I agree. Where did that come from? And where are you looking, Anby? I'm not. You're still an awful liar. Her boobs. Did you give me that doll to monitor me? Meow, you sure discovered that quickly. I had been hoping to snatch it back first. I suppose I do have that thing too, though. That thing? What thing? Something like... what was it again? Oh, the right to privacy. I don't know about things like that. I was just thinking that if a dummy burger girl like you disappears without a word again, then Nicole will be worried about you. We'll make Nicole super worried. Worried to death. Sorry, I won't do it again. Pinky promise? Oh, I sweet. Excuse me, cutie. Have you seen my friend Anby? I am Anby. You are my colleague, Billy Kid. I am really Anby, and I can prove it to you. I remember all the things we went through together. Don't give me that flustered look, I'm just joking around. This is what you used to wear before you joined the Cutting Hairs? Not bad. It really suits you. Maybe should I switch back to my old threads too? Oh shoot. S-rank Billy would be so cool. Has Soldier 11 been picked up already? Don't worry, I promise you, I will take good care of her. Letting her enter the hollow in such an unstable state doesn't seem like taking good care of her. It's not about letting her, but accompanying her. Everyone has things they're committed to, don't they? I won't stop Soldier 11 from seeing this through, but I can make sure she's not alone. Oh, so that's how you see it. And are you sure this won't cause any problems for Soldier 11 with the military? The military's factional struggles never cease. Unfortunately, ancient history like Silver Company isn't the focus. After returning, Soldier 11 will undoubtedly receive more professional care than she would lying on the sofa in a video store. Sounds complicated. I knew I wasn't cut out for the military. Don't be too down. I don't think I know any more than 3 people who are suited to being in the military. Including yourself? Absolutely not. How did I open the door? Anby, welcome back. Oh. I've already spoken to them. Anby, you really do move fast. I'm so happy seeing you smile again, especially considering everything that's happened. Because I've already made a choice I won't regret. I think. Then one can rest easy. For now. Roxy and Belle, I just know expressing my gratitude with words alone is not enough. I hope that someday I get a chance to help you too. And then I'll give it my best, just like today. Wow, now that's something we can look forward to. We'll remember it. Next time we find ourselves in a sticky situation, we'll commandeer Anby of the Cunning Heirs with extreme prejudice. Hey, Jaina, welcome to the stream. Hi. This is not Wuwa. Sorry, this is Endless on Zero. Please be sure to do so. I will be standing by at all times, awaiting your summons. Afterwards, it seems as though a long time passed before. Hey Wise, guess who I just ran into on the street? Me. Your doppelganger? Well, it would definitely be something if I did see one. Unfortunately, not this time. I actually ran into Anby and Trigger eating burgers together. They're really close. I thought so too, so I went over to say hi and catch up with them. What did you talk about? It might be faster if you just asked them directly. They were asking me why they hadn't seen you around yet. They're right by 141 right now. Do you want to go talk with them? Oh, I have to walk? Oh, what's this? Why do I have to manually go over there?
Oh, red chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, it would dissipate quickly, and she'd never know.
No, there's a smell, right?
I always thought the smell of burgers would linger, especially if they're fried chicken burgers.
That's not true. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough condition.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about her. She's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Anby out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Anby.
Like I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Anby.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful?
Hudion's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But once she turns her hatred towards something, or someone else, things will get dangerous. Hudion is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her getting hurt by her own flames.
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
There are movies like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the video store.
I'm not gonna lie, I do not like Anby's answer, but whatever.
Sure. Stop by anytime.
Thank you, Manager. You're very kind. Even I'd blush when people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on, you can get whatever you like.
Wise, if you're all done chatting, why don't we head on back? Alright. Oh, it's been a long time since we last spoke, old friend of the Crimson Sunset. Did you miss me? Maybe I did, quite a bit, but I don't really remember. Something happened and I felt the need to find someone to talk to. Would it be okay if I came to see you at the usual place? Oh. I noticed that you came out of the video store's main entrance, but it doesn't seem to be business hours right now. Did you buy the entire store? Actually, that's not important now. I came here today to meet a proxy that I acknowledge, and a friend. A trusted friend whom I'm not afraid to show my vulnerable side to.
Yesterday, for the first time, I said no to a task assignment from my superiors. It was an important mission. If completed successfully, it would be highly beneficial for my promotion. But I turned it down.
Why?
Because I don't trust myself anymore. It seems due to certain past events. My memory has been pretty unreliable lately. I'm worried in my current state. I might mess up the mission. I even applied for indefinite leave, but it wasn't approved. Seems the Defense Force still needs my skills. I should be happy about that, right? Why then am I unable to smile? I don't know what's happened to me. It feels like I'm sinking deeper into a haze. Trigger seems to know, but when I asked, she seemed uncomfortable. I know. Crimson Battlefield Dusk. I know you know something too. But I'm not here to press you for answers. I don't want you to look at me with such a troubled expression because I need you. You've probably helped me countless times. We must have gone through so many adventures together and solved problems as partners. You might even say you saved my life. Maybe that's why when I look at you, I feel this unexplainable attachment. I know you know me, and that's enough. I don't have to figure myself out. Having you is enough. Can I entrust myself to you? I need to know that when I'm by your side, I won't mess things up. I can fight without worrying, because you won't let me become some useless soldier.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I've always trusted you, and I always will.
You must be an idiot, trusting someone like me. If I were you, I wouldn't trust someone who can't even remember things right. It's just asking for trouble. Perhaps we both are. So, if it's not too much to ask, can you promise me two things? The first thing, please keep in touch with me and make use of me whenever you can. Fighting is all I'm good at. If I can protect you and be of use, it makes me feel like I matter.
That's completely reasonable. Okay, I promise you.
The second thing, I don't know how to bring this up. I forgot your name. Can you tell me again?
Oh my lord, you've forgotten his name like how many times?
I'm Wise. Please don't forget it this time.
That's a good name. I used to have a name just like yours, but none of that matters now. I swear, I won't forget your name this time. Sorry. I can't write things down so I don't forget. I'm with the Defense Force, after all. I can't risk my notes falling into a traitor's hands and being leaked. So...
Are you saying you might forget everything I said today? Well, I guess it can't be helped. But it's okay. I'll remind you as many times as it takes.
Please, don't say things that make me want to rely on you even more.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Soldier 11.
Rely on you too much.
Not really. Oh. Oh. That's why... Opal Squad? Oh, so that's the last one. Oh, cool. So that's what it was. It's crazy. Pulchra. Title. Always been faith. Not gonna lie, always been faithin', bro. I don't know what to tell you. That's enough for this. Yay! I just need to get like 4 more of Flamemaker Shaker for Bernice. That's what I need to get. If I can get it, I can get it. Alright. Shellport now. Silver Soldier's Song. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. I'll do the trials. Heck if I know. I wonder, what is Pulchra's additional ability condition? While staying at the video store, Anby takes a commission from a certain someone with help from the proxies for putting them in contact. Okay, I already know.
Mind the blind spot.
Got you covered. Recalibrating. Can't catch me.
Here, sounds better.
Save your strength, Anby.
Pulchra.
Suppressing fire. Adjusting for wind.
Light him up. Right over there.
You're in my sight. Time to focus fire. Ether vision activate.
Oh, nice. Just doing the TV schedules now. Racking up them polychromes. Now that you've completed someone's commission, head back to Lumina Square to report in. Huh? Anby returns to Lumina Square to report to someone about the mission. Yanagi? You're back. Have you already completed the combat mission? It's done, as you requested. You are truly dependable, and you have my sincerest thanks. Had the proxy not insisted, I would have been reluctant to trouble you with such a trivial matter. It's okay. Though we may have had a small conflict with the last time we met, at least things turned out well. I remember Arasaba seemed gave you some trouble back then. To be perfectly honest, the mission you just did was originally his, but he sent a last-minute leave request right before the mission. He's never done anything like that before. Oh, sorry, I was just talking to myself. In exchange for your assistance, I've brought the intelligence you requested. Please tell me. For the record, allow me to clarify that this information does not fall under the scope of the confidentiality agreement of ex-Defense Force Administrative Officer Tsukishiro Yanagi. It is intelligence from Tsukishiro Yanagi, an intelligence officer of HSO, who inadvertently learned of it while investigating other matters. Regarding what happened back then, your guess was correct. The Silver Company archives were sealed, but there is indeed one record of someone retrieving information from them. The officer who accessed the archives claimed it was simply an error, but his actions of consecutively infiltrating 4 officers' offices, stealing access keys, and using them to view an archive that would be absolutely impossible for someone of his rank to access cannot be explained away as an accident. Where is this person now? The answer to that is quite surprising. He only spent 18 months in the Defense Force prison before regaining his liberty. Felt curious and casually investigated his current status. He is no longer alive. Before his death, he was employed as a security personnel at a TOPS Pharmaceutical Corporation subsidiary company. This is the kind of plot I hate the most. It's like a terrible movie. Even worse, this is reality. There are 2 things that are bugging me. May I? Yes, go ahead. The first thing is, I've been wanting to point out that there's a bit of blood on your cheek. It would be better to wipe it off. I forgot my handkerchief. If it's convenient, let's go to the pharmacy to buy some wet wipes. And the other thing? Let's go to the pharmacy first. I can use the time to gather my thoughts. Oh, so this is like a whole side story. Have you heard of me? Don't worry, I don't know any details. I just heard some rumors. I'm an intel officer, after all. Right here. Please turn your face this way a little bit more. You're not done yet? Cheek. Feels ticklish. Okay, it's gone. Thank you. What's the second thing? The thing you were talking about that was bugging you? Your cheeks are extremely warm and incredibly soft. Finer than peach fuzz with a delicate rose hue from healthy capillaries. An elastic feel, full of collagen. Even my skin wasn't this perfect when I was 17 years old. You're confusing me. What are you trying to say? This is my first time meeting a Silver Company soldier. From any angle I look at you, you seem indistinguishable from any other soldier. I must apologize. Collecting intelligence, by all means, is the duty of an intelligence officer. Any and every piece of intelligence could be crucial. It could directly or indirectly save the lives of many my companions in the future. So, when the opportunity to collect intelligence is right before my eyes, please forgive me. I spent the whole way here mentally preparing myself, but in the end I simply let such a good opportunity slip away. You should think about your own life more. I'm really, truly sorry. We'll call it even this time. I understand that just by meeting me here, you have already taken a risk. Moreover, you have brought me the intelligence I needed, which confirmed what I long suspected. Thank you for your forgiveness. If we have the chance to work together again, I will restrain the behavior of my squad members, including my own. I know you will. And we got the information she wanted from Tsukishiro Yanagi. However, she still needs to gather more intel. What is this for? Melee clash?
Looking for intel?
No.
Hiring me for a job.
Hiring you for a job, apparently. Well, crap, we're just gonna hire you for a job. That's just how it is. I don't know what else to tell you. To obtain the intel she needs, she agrees to help that someone, so she goes to collect observation data from a certain hollow.
Save your strength, Anby. Recalibrating.
Sound strategy.
I'll pierce right through.
It's time.
Save your strength.
Extra. In position.
I literally don't remember how to activate Polkar's Hunter's Gate. Shoot.
Focus.
Let's play a little.
Mind the voltage.
Oh shoot, that was wrong. Oh hi.
Target locked.
Not so tough now, huh?
Suppressing fire.
Let's make it quick.
Quick shot.
This prey is mine.
Ether vision activate.
Right on cue. I won't back down.
I'll pierce right through its sniper's creed.
Let's go.
One shot, one kill. Increase firepower.
Sound strategy.
Support in position.
Not so tough now, huh? Perfect shot. Make it fun for me.
Wow. Dude. I think this is going to be the new team. This is going to be my electric physical team. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Oh my gosh. It's just such a good team. Volker, Trigger, and Anby. Oh my gosh. Turned it. Oh, okay. Story. I like how these TV schedules have story now. Anby returns to 6th Street to deliver the hollow data information. Oh, it's Grace. Does she have a voice? Thanks, Anby of the Cutting Hairs. That hollow has been a bit unstable recently. Thanks to the environmental data you brought back this time, I can now test my children without worry. No problem. Roxy said if I helped you out, I'd get burgers tonight. By the way, this new outfit of yours is pretty cute. And it seems kind of familiar. You seen it before? Someone wearing a military uniform similar to mine? Perhaps someone who might even look quite similar to me? Oh, now that you ask, I'm not quite sure. Just the worst at remembering people's clothing, never mind their faces. However, I think I saw them at the Turbo remodeling shop. Enzo might remember more clearly than me. Is that so? Could you come with me to ask Enzo about it? Put it to Turbo together? Sure. Sorry, I'm not great with faces. Sometimes I think my kids are much smarter than I am. But I won't have them do the forbidden fruit test. Why not? A customer wearing the same uniform as Anby? I remember now. That kid was wearing a hat and sunglasses so I couldn't see her face too clearly. She wanted to buy equipment in bulk, preferably from the military or some organization's discarded inventory. It sounded like she wanted to equip a group of mercenaries, or something like that. Did you make the sale? Anby, now you're messing with me too. Turbo is an honest and law-abiding little shop that only provides repairs for automobiles, bamboo, and other home appliances. Nothing more. And even if we take the most extreme, hypothetical, and it's just hypothetical, that such a pipeline did exist, I would only arrange it for regular customers, not some untrustworthy stranger hiding their identity. Come on, where's the discount for loyal customers? I don't even give a discount to Wise. You can even ask him. Though I remember that weird kid was mumbling something. What was it again? Echoes. Echoes of silver, or something like that. Do you really not remember where she might have gone? Are there really no other clues? Let me think. Grace, wasn't another customer here too? I remember now. It was like this, Anby. There was another regular customer here that day, a female high school student. Her phone screen was cracked, and I helped her replace it and applied a screen protector for good measure. I remember very clearly. She left at almost the same time as the kid, which might mean she might have seen where she went. You might be able to get more information from her. So, Ellen? You're saying it's Ellen? Using the clues from Enzo, Anby went to find someone who knew about that day. Victoria Housekeeping? Okay. Following the lead from Uncle Enzo, Anby tracks down someone who knew about what happened that day. Just as she expected, it was a familiar face. Yeah, it was Ellen. You're Anby from the Cunning Hares, right? That's me. Enzo said you saw a woman wearing a uniform similar to mine. I'd never forget such a cute outfit. I want to know anything and everything about her. Anything at all. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to disappoint you. All I remember is the outfit. That day I had just left Turbo when my friend sent me some texts. I looked down to reply, and she was already gone by the time I looked up again. Still, she kept talking about this Silver's revival thing that she was in the shop. While she was in the shop, I saw a few discussions about it on Internet. On Internet? If you're interested, you can go check out Internet. Yawns. Thank you, Ellen. Then as agreed, allow me to do you a favor. Are you really going to help? It's not like I gave you some kind of incredible intel. Letting you go fight for me after this feels a little bit... You've already helped me a lot. I'm more than happy to... Growling. Is that your stomach? Yes, I'm hungry. Ha! Well then, let me treat you to something. What would you like? Burgers, thank you. Wow, you jumped in fast. Rena definitely wouldn't ever make burgers. Does it ain't elegant enough or something? Not with that attitude. Is just one hamburger enough? Yes, it's enough for me. Thanks, Ellen. Tell me about the upcoming commission. It'll be a bit tricky, but, well, why I said it definitely won't be a problem for you. You probably won't encounter anyone asking questions, but if you do, just say you're a maid from Victoria Housekeeping. Got it? Got it. I am a maid. If you keep pushing and ask why you're not dressed up as a maid, just say that the outfit you're wearing right now is the latest maid uniform. It's just not that widely known because it's the newest trend among high school girls. That's all. Got it. Wait for my good news. This maid is ready to clean some clocks. To repay Ellen for her intel, Anby needs to help her complete a combat commission. And I guess we're doing it. Alright, let's finish up this TV schedule. And then I'll probably do Shiyu. Maybe I'll do Shiyu. Oh, it's the raptor.
Leave it to me, Anby. Recalibrating.
Right on cue.
Up here, take the shot. Ether vision activate. Quick shot.
This prey is mine!
No escape. Keep focused.
Show no mercy.
Stay focused!
Adjusting for wind.
Down strategy.
My bullets are one with the wind. You're in my
Beg for mercy! Stretch that! Too late!
The target's weary.
Oh yeah, but the target is weary.
No escape. I won't back down. Right on cue.
There we go. Took a bit. The intel Anby obtained led her to that mysterious post on Internet. She must trace this to the source and stop Silver's revival. Oh. Oh, is this the prequel? Oh, this is probably the prequel then, huh? Huh. Yay! Okay. Oh, that's right, there's new stuff. Partner archive. Oboe Squad! Intelligence. New special episode. Okay. Faith In's database. Oh, Lumberjack. Yeah, that's a new one. Terror Raptor, that's what they're called. And security operatives? Interesting. I was gonna do Shield Defense. I kinda wanna do this now. Oh, Miss Miyabi. So when do we start? Start now. Shall we go to Tuli's place now? How's it going? Is it just my imagination? I cannot feel that from the moment I met Miss Miyabi on the street to when she agreed to help, there was a constant sense of detachment, almost like interacting with an AI. I think I understand what's going on. It's the regular customer from last time. Tuli looks much better now. I think it's just one step away from full recovery. I ran into Miss Miyabi on the street and mustered up the courage to ask her to help Tuli. Although Miss Miyabi agreed, ever since a moment ago, she seems to have been repeating the end of my last sentence. She is probably just training. Ah, is that so? Then who could I ask about the combat? Wise. How did I end up here? The training was just too intense. Coming back to my senses, I feel everything around is just so unfamiliar. Why are you all staring at me? Did you all find out I ate an extra melon bread this morning? We explained the current situation to Miyabi, and the fox-eared girl, now back to her senses, cheerfully agrees to help. Together you arrive at the VR machine. Are you here to help me contain the hollow disaster? Exactly. I can't leave people in trouble. Now we have to help. What a relief. Are you ready? Let's go. Miss Miyabi, thank you so much. Now, would both of you enter combat with Tuli? Let's go. Of course. To help out. Whoa. Oh, wait. I already did all that. Okay. Hold on. Oh, damn, no. Whoops. Oh! This is a team! This is a team! Oh, shoot. I haven't played Jane Doe or Seth at all. I barely play them. I'm just glad to see that Seth and Jane are in the same team, though. Same squad. It's really nice. Oof. Look at this hot mama. This hot mama. Bring it on. Dreamland equipment Glimmering Whiskers can modify Thule's ears into laser emitters that shoot out destructive energy beams from their tips. When enemies suffer an attribute anomaly or become stunned, it uses enhanced energy beam to fire a sustained laser attack. When the energy beam hits an enemy, it applies the weakened effect. Usually the damage they receive can be upgraded using Sharp Edge Dreamland Resonium obtained from the modification workshop. Okay. Cool. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Ah! Nope, my bad. Oh, okay. I was like, what was it? It was like the Passion State or something like that. Okay, we'll do that. Alright. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, cool.
That's in position.
Yeah?
No escape. I'll do my best. Hit him where it hurts.
Ow. There we go. I actually don't know how many. 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Actually, how many rounds? Oh, this is the final zone. Concerted niche. Thanks for the first time, chat. It's a bot. It's a bot.
Sure. I'll make it pay. Here's a taste of the abyss.
There we go. Anomaly for the win. Yay! More equipment. From the Dreamland Armor, you can freely choose Dreamland equipment. Okay. Alright. Why not? I don't know, I just want to do it. So much stuff was available. Man. Oh, bet it does. Oh. Thanks, Rit. Target down. Thank you, Rit.
Sure, I'll make it painless.
Time to rotate. My turn.
Hit him where it hurts. Watch your blind spots.
Accept your punishment.
Found your weakness. No escape. The final act begins now. Once more.
I'll do my... You asked for it.
Get freaking wrecked. Done in by Seth, too, nonetheless. Taken down by Seth, that's so funny. Ooh, nice. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we're working with. What are we working with? Okay, I probably need to end it after this one, and then tomorrow I can continue this. Or later today. Oh shoot, it's Saturday. Man.
I'll make it painless. Hit him where it hurts.
Oh, nice. Alright. Defense. Jane. Finish with... Oh, I probably should have done Bernice first, and then Jane. Because Jane is just like a pseudo attack in anomaly form. Okay. Ooh. Oh, there's like 6 floors. Oh. Bernice. Seth. Then Jane, yeah.
Here I come. Donut.
Nice. Alright, Thule. Alright, Thule, let's see what you're made of. Heck yeah. Surface illusion. Whoa.
The final act begins now. No escape.
Your crime won't be forgiven!
Hey! Let's have some fun!
Found your weakness.
Alright. Okay, so this is the second to last floor. Okay, gotcha.
I'll do my best. I'll bring you to justice myself.
Hit him where it hurts.
Oh?
That's
Oh, nice. Oh. Oh, no, wait. There we go. There we go. Last one. Oh, no. Oh, it's Polka. Okay, good.
Found your weakness. Watch your blind spots. Now, you're the prey.
I can take him. I like that. This party is just getting started.
Black-haired lady, you're so awesome! It's nothing. This is the result of my daily training. Training? What kind of training is that? Actually, it bears some similarity to your dream. As long as you have the intention of training, everything can be a method of training. Miss Miyabi seems to be discussing some rather puzzling topics with Tuli. I checked Tuli's data, and all the problematic areas have already been automatically repaired. So, everything's fine? Thank you so much. If it weren't for you two, I wouldn't know what to do. Tuli, stop clinging to Miss Miyabi. Let me give you a comprehensive checkup. Okay. Oh, it's with Anby this time? Oh, and or not. Huh? Whatever. Alright, but I do need to... I'll probably just end it now. I need to take care of myself and sleep. Alright guys, well, guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. It's gonna be it for this stream. Excuse me. Now, before I end, please consider helping my friend Taylor's GoFundMe by donating to it. If you want to learn more, just type this URL into your web browser, go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GeForceFilipino. When you go to my Twitch channel, go through my panels in my About section, and click on the panel titled Taylor's GoFundMe. When you click on the image in the panel, it will redirect you to her GoFundMe titled Help Keep Her Safe, Support Legal Fees. My friend Taylor is currently in a custody battle with a man who's abusive and who has absent from her life for over 2 years. She wants to keep her little girl in the safe and stable environment that she has been and is familiar in. She has an attorney to represent her, but she needs to pay that attorney to continue representing her in this case. So if you can donate, please do. If you can't donate, spread the word. If you can't do that, well, thanks for listening. Special shout out to our anonymous donators, Teresa Sanchez, Amy Spoon, and Jay and Spicer for donating to the cause. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. And with that being said, that's it for the stream. Guys, thank you so much, and have a wonderful start to your Saturday. Peace.